Comedian Em Rusciano has slammed AFL star Jordan De Goey for using ADHD as an excuse for gross behavior after he got in trouble for disrespectful behavior while partying in Bali. In a series of tweets, the 43-year-old brought up her own ADHD, attention deficit/hyperactivity disorder, diagnosis and said that blaming ADHD for bad behavior was setting the neurodivergent community back. I had some thoughts on Twitter around people using ADHD as an excuse for gross behavior. I punched it all out while I had my nerve. Please forgive all spelling and grammatical errors, she wrote. When footballers or politicians, usually male, mention ADHD in the same breath as their SY behavior, it sets us, neurodivergents, back to f***ing far, she raged. The stigma around this thing is already not great. I feel it anytime it comes up. I wish they'd stop doing it, truly. I saw ADHD trending and instantly felt sick. Rusciano then explained she still feels a weird shame around her diagnosis. I have too much attention. I often don't know where to put it. I have no executive function, no sorting center. Everything comes at me all at once and am often overwhelmed. I feel like I'm being assaulted by the sights, sounds and smells on the regular, she said. When I try to explain it to a neurotypical person, they often say, "But aren't we all a bit ADHD?" So I give them the pissing analogy. Yes, we all have to piss each day, but if you had to piss 250 times a day it would make life hard. That's my lived experience with ADHD. Rusciano is set to deliver a National Press Club address about the issue soon and hopes to change the conversation around what it means to be neurodiverse. In addition to having ADHD, Rusciano has also revealed she is autistic. Her 3-year-old son, Elio, also has autism, and her 14-year-old daughter, Odette, has been diagnosed with ADHD too. It comes after AFL star Jordan De Goey was handed a $25,000 suspended fine by Collingwood and apologized for his disrespectful conduct while partying in Bali. Footage emerged on social media last week of De Goey, who was given permission by the club to travel to Bali on his mid-season break, making crew gestures while at a nightclub. The fine is suspended through to the end of the season, independent on good behavior. De Goey will also undertake further behavioral education in addition to an existing counseling program, but has avoided any suspension from playing duties. Collingwood have also put contract talks with the 26-year-old, who is entering free agency, on hold until season's end. The actions shown in the video footage are disrespectful and I accept that I have betrayed the trust the club showed in me by allowing me to take my mid-season break overseas, De Goey said in a statement. My actions have fallen short of the standards expected of me as a person, as an AFL footballer and as a representative of the Collingwood Football Club. I had worked hard this year to establish trust and confidence in me to make better decisions, and through no one's fault but my own, I have undone that trust. Again, I apologize for my disrespectful conduct. I understand that I have let many people down and that I have much work to do to again rebuild trust. The 26-year-old statement was in stark contrast to his initial response via Instagram, where he had lamented persecution of athletes by the media. De Goey also said he was diagnosed with ADHD last year and was trying to become more aware of why he made mistakes. Collingwood Chief Executive Mark Anderson condemned De Goey's actions as demonstrating disrespect towards women. He was particularly dismayed by vision of De Goey pulling at a woman's top, almost exposing her breast. There was certainly one aspect of that we were really concerned about, and cherries the social media content and the video that showed him basically disrespecting women and tugging at the clothing, Anderson said. That was something that for us, in addition to some other things, but that was the thing that for us we couldn't tolerate and showed that it was disrespectful of women, and it's something as a club that we can't stand for and don't stand for. Regardless of whether it was consensual and the environment that was created, and we understand that it was consensual, the values of respect for women is that behavior is not acceptable. The Bali incident comes after De Goey was stood down by Collingwood last October when he was arrested for a drunken incident at a New York nightclub. Anderson said De Goey would speak in the next couple of days but couldn't confirm whether he would face GWS on Sunday. The AFL said Collingwood had handled the matter appropriately and the league wouldn't take further action against De Goey, while condemning his behaviour as setting a bad example. His actions were not acceptable and were not of a standard that the game or the public expect of AFL players, AFL football boss Andrew Dillon said.